Well, we continue to hold on to this wintry theme. What a glorious day for a drive up the A9 to Inverness yesterday. Probably a good couple of feet of snow on the ground, drifting at the sides of the road as well. Just a stunning scene when the sun shines over a deep snowpack. Well, the skies were clear last night. We've seen temperatures unofficially down into the double digits below freezing. Maybe colder tonight under a more settled, widespread settled clear sky and fresh snow, of course, on the ground. But we are going to be pulling out of this cold pattern over the next 24 to 36 hours. We do have a system pushing in from the Atlantic that is going to mark the change to a milder theme as we push into next week, and it looks as if that milder theme may hold for a period of time, taking us into the month of February. But thanks for clicking on to the Saturday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. Driving down the A9 last night under clear skies, holding at -4, so around about say 10:30 last night. But interestingly enough, even as the snow was falling near Pitlochry, it was still holding at -4. So even with cloud and even with snow in the air, it stayed fairly chilly, and that snow was actually beginning to freeze on the windscreen as I was driving south. Certainly it was a very icy night down in Cumbernauld. By the time I reached Cumbernauld the early hours of this morning, some snow on the ground. It was very icy under the wheels and also underfoot. So the next 24 hours is going to still remain chilly, but we are going to herald the change as an Atlantic low pressure system pushes in, initially bringing snow possibly down to low levels, primarily over the hills right enough. But as we progress through tomorrow and into Monday, we're starting to change our wind direction from the northwest to the southwest, and that is going to, like I say, herald the change. So looking off the GFS, you can see the system coming in, bumps into the cold air, precipitation changes over to snow, but then it's going to change back to rain as milder air starts to press in. In the wake of that, we don't have anywhere near as cold of air. That system has much milder air contained within it, rather than at the beginning of the week when we had, of course, low pressure and very cold air in the wake of that system and cold front. So as we press through the course of next week, you can see areas of low pressure pushing in. Notice the precipitation pretty much just as rain, so it looks as if we are going to hold on to a fairly mild theme. And as you can see here, towards next weekend, high pressure to the south, low pressure to the north, southwesterly winds, and we are not in a cold regime anymore. And it does look as if we are going to hold on to that milder theme. Like I say, looking at the GFS ensemble for the upcoming 15-day period, let's look at the 5-day increments here. Just bear, it's uploading unfortunately. What I'll do is I'll try and pull up the CFS V2 weeklies if that isn't uploading, and you can see here what we've got. This is the 500 millibar height anomalies, by the way. You can see here very much the mild Atlantic regime back in play once again. High pressure to the south, low pressure to the north. As we go into week 2, it remains similar, but if you notice here, high pressure is becoming a little bit more established, not from the north or the east, but indeed overhead, which means that we are going to probably see fairly pleasant days, mild-ish days, and potentially frosty nights. And then as even we progress through week 3, it continues to show high pressure firmly in charge. Is winter over? I don't believe it is. The reason why I don't believe it is because there is model indication that we bring back a winter theme into the month of February. So looking at week 1 here, 2-minute temperatures off the CFS V2, you can see here milder than normal. Week 2 more substantial milder than normal here, but this always has a mild bias. So the GFS for a period of time there last week was showing a cooler 11 to 15 day period, whereas the CFS V2 was switching back to very mild pretty much straight away. And I think that actually may be the winner in all this, because we are pulling out of this cold pattern quite substantially. So over the next 24 hours, still plenty of winter. Tonight, clear skies, deep snow cover. Could be talking about the temperatures dropping to the lowest levels of the winter so far. Of course, -13 is the temperature to beat. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great Saturday, great weekend. I'll be back next week with more. Bye for now.